Welcome back to the channel, guys. So do you guys believe in aliens or no? For me, I believe in aliens, not in the traditional sense like there's some creature with a big old green head with these bulging black eyes talking about some take me to your leader. No, I believe that there is something else inhabiting different planets and galaxies out there, because it's like, why would they be there if that wasn't the truth? So whether you believe it or not, I have a pleasant surprise for you. This video right here is called the 10 leaked documents that proved that aliens exist. Not only do they exist, here's the kicker, that they exist on Earth. That means that they're here on this planet with us, y'all. There's proof right here. That means you probably walk past one at the grocery store, at the school, at your job. You probably cut one off at the highway, the one that you pissed off really quick, or whatever the case may be. Honestly, for me, I think that my next door neighbor might be alien. Wait, he seemed kind of alien-esque, you know what I'm saying? But I try to be cool with them, because in case one day he gets pissed off and flips out and try to airs the place out with a phaser gun, I don't feel like getting vaporized. It don't look like it's fun to me at all. I don't want to go on for that ride. But before we get into this video, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Help me out on my goal to 1,000 subscribers. Thank you guys so much for your continued support. Now let's get into the video.
Number 10, UAP report. Alien fans and skeptics alike were pretty shocked when just a few months ago the National Aeronautics and Space Administration, or NASA, said that they believed in aliens. Well, actually, they said they were going to be investigating unidentified flying objects, but close enough. While some people did believe that this was NASA saying, hey, we believe in aliens, it was actually them announcing they were going to launch a study into UAPs, or unidentified aerial phenomena, because I guess they're just too good to say UFO. The scientist coordinating the study said, over the decades, NASA has answered the call to tackle some of the most perplexing mysteries we know of, and this is no different. In the report, they said that a good chunk of confirmed unidentified objects seem to show evidence that they were made using advanced technology that humans just don't have yet. Number 9.
I'm not gonna lie to you, I do believe that there's some flying objects out there that are like created probably by like a government or something like that, and they're just testing them out and they really can't talk about it, so they have to act like, oh, I don't know what that could be, and they know in the back of their mind they put that thing together. Like, I know.
Injuries. A Freedom of Information Act request caused 1,500 pages of UFO reports and evidence to be declassified and leaked to the public. And what the pages contained was pretty shocking for those who read it. A percentage of the pages included information of how people who reported seeing UFOs and aliens had been legitimately physically affected. Real physical evidence that something unexplained had happened to them. Some of the reports included things like burns, which could have been caused by the jets of a UFO, or potential face-to-face alien interference. Bafflingly, they also confirmed that women who had come into contact with aliens shortly fell mysteriously pregnant after the event, with no explanation as to why they were suddenly with child.
What? So the aliens are out here impregnating these women? So some of these people out here could be half alien, half human? Can you imagine being the guy? Can you imagine being at home and your girl come home and a couple months later you find out she's pregnant and is due to an alien? Like, if they like, and what if you're a guy who can't even have kids? What if your sperm count is low and you find out she got pregnant? And then some of the guys don't think they do a DNA test, and for all they know, their son could be a freaking alien running around the house, like creating phasers and all kind of stuff in the place. That's crazy. Ladies, don't, if you're doing your man dirty, don't try to use this as an excuse. It's not going to work. I'm telling you.
Yes, we all know by now how mommy and daddy make babies, but that apparently wasn't a factor in these cases.
Wow.
Alien babies potentially on the way. Number 8, FLIR. Alongside these 1,500 documents, 3 separate videos were released that appeared to show UFOs being spotted by the United States military. So let's take a look. The first is titled FLIR and was originally filmed back in 2004 when the USS Nimitz was flying off the coast of Southern California. There had apparently already been an unidentified aircraft in the area for up to a week before the video was filmed. Off the coast, they spotted a large oval-shaped object, estimating it to be about 40 feet long and white in color. 4 people on the craft saw the object for a running total of about 5 minutes, although the video is only just over a minute. They were able to track it using their advanced infrared camera, and due to the object's shape, they nicknamed it the Tic Tac. All these videos to this day have no real explanation for what the UFOs actually were. Number 7, Gimbal. Next up on the list, we have the video titled Gimbal, which was leaked alongside the last one I just talked about. This one's different because we can hear the people in the jet reacting to what they're seeing. They use a similar infrared camera and follow the object that was flying over the East Coast. At first, they comment that it might be some kind of drone, but then note that it is fighting against incredibly strong winds and appearing to not be affected by it at all. They even comment that there are other unidentified crafts in the area, but we don't actually see them as it's locked onto the target. What's interesting about this one, as the people in the video point out, is that it moves in an incredibly strange fashion, appearing to rotate and move around despite the heavy winds it's apparently fighting against. My favorite part of this is that there's one guy calmly stating facts about it while the other cusses and yells in excitement. Is that a f***ing drone, dude? Number 6, go fast. The third and final leaked video is probably the best of the bunch, as the video starts before they have managed to lock onto the target and you can see it moving. The video is pretty correctly titled Go Fast because this thing is moving incredibly fast, like definitely faster than anything else that could have been an easy explanation. It's zipping over the top of the water as they try to get their camera to lock onto it, and when they finally do, they start cheering because of just how difficult it was due to how fast the object was moving. Their comments are a mix of excitement and confusion in regards to what they've managed to find.
Excitement and confusion? It's like, yeah, yeah. I mean, small victories, right? Small victories.
Saying, look at that thing fly, while also going, what the f is that thing?
Exactly.
People often like to write off UFOs as some sort of secret military practice vessels or training project. So what can it be when the military itself doesn't know what they saw? Number 5, Pentax.
That means whatever that is above their pay grade to know the information. That's what that means.
Report. In May of this year, the Pentagon appeared on a panel where they discussed UFOs, and they revealed just how much information they have about the situation. They said that there are around 400 separate reports of unidentified flying objects coming from military personnel. So while we do have the 3 leaked videos, there are likely even more locked up in a safe somewhere that offer convincing evidence of the existence of aliens. The deputy director of Naval Intelligence said, "We've seen an increasing number of unauthorized and or unidentified aircraft or objects." And
didn't they try to admit, I think it was last year, that UFOs exist, but because like COVID and stuff was going on, like people just really ignored it. They didn't pay no attention.
Military control training areas and training ranges and other designated airspace. Reports of sightings are frequent and continuous. While it definitely sounds like he's trying to sweep it under the rug as someone just like flying a drone illegally onto a military base or something, I think it's safe to say the military have the resources to know if it were something as simple as that. So their confusion and uncertainty makes it seem more and more like aliens are among us. Number 4, Livestream. In 2016, an incident occurred during NASA's live feed from a camera mounted on the International Space Station that pointed towards the Earth. You can see the Earth's curve, and one viewer noticed that for a short moment, a massive bright object can be seen falling towards the planet. But as quickly as it comes, it's gone as the live feed conveniently cuts out and experiences technical difficulties. The video was posted to YouTube, and people immediately started theorizing that NASA had intentionally cut the live feed at this moment to cover up the fact that this bright shape was a UFO, or at least something alien in origin. Many people noted how suspicious this was and started calling out NASA for their actions, while other people were saying that it was just a meteor or some hunk of space junk. A spokesperson for NASA said that the cameras are controlled automatically, and it had simply passed out of range, causing the video to be cut off. But that's just what they want you to think.
Yeah, okay. Conveniently, it moves out the way when you see aliens coming towards the Earth. Supposed aliens.
Number 3, alien junk. An astrophysicist from Harvard wrote a book that was titled Extraterrestrial: The First Sign of Intelligent Life Beyond Earth, and it was about how he believed that an object that passed through the solar system in 2017 was actually a piece of alien technology, bringing forward the theory that NASA is actually just ignoring real evidence of alien existence because they're just brushing it off as some random space junk. Whether they believe it really is space junk or they're just trying to make us think that that's what it is. The object was long and not shaped like any known comet we've ever seen before. It also apparently accelerated away from the sun, and he believes it ended up in our solar system accidentally thanks to aliens, saying, "A buoy, a grid of pods for communication, other intelligent living organisms, defunct technology, or discarded technological trash. These are all plausible explanations." Number 2, Buzz Aldrin. Buzz Aldrin was one of a
Buzz Aldrin. That guy. Never mind.
handful of astronauts who were aboard the Apollo 11, the first space flight that put humans on the moon with one small step for man. During their journey, however, they saw more than just the moon. Apparently, they may have seen a UFO. They reported seeing large objects that appeared to follow alongside them. It was confirmed not to be the upper stage of the rocket that would have been detached, as this was 6,000 miles away from them at the time. The event was kept under wraps and nobody talked about it until it was brought up years later, sweeping it under the rug as simply a panel that had disconnected from the ship. But again, that's just what they want you to think. The claims coming from a senior NASA scientist who said he had just called up Buzz on the phone and he had agreed. Did you really talk to him on the phone, senior NASA scientist? Did you really? Number 1, ISS Report. Alright, this one's not actually NASA because it actually comes from a Russian astronaut aboard the International Space Station, and I'm just gonna count it because it's a pretty cool video. He was on board the ISS using his camera to record the southern lights, which are the same as the northern lights but in the south. It's a time-lapse recording, and for a brief moment you can see a line of large bright lights moving across the sky. In the tweet the astronaut posted, he referred to them as space guests, saying that while it was only a few seconds in the time-lapse, it was actually around 52 seconds in real time. Some people suggest that it may have been some kind of meteor or satellite, but I'm actually a licensed professional and I say that it was aliens.
Kicking off the list at number 10.
Whoa, they're going into a whole different thing. What is this? Ancient Sumerians. Top 10 leaked documents. Okay, it looks like they combined 2 videos on accident. But anyways, yeah, I don't know. I don't know if any of that stuff really convinced me even more that they exist amongst us on this earth. And also the title says about aliens. I don't conflate the two sometimes when it comes to aliens and UFOs. I know UFOs and aliens are pretty much synonymous, but sometimes the unidentified flying object could be pretty much anything. It could be anything floating in the air. So I don't always assume that a UFO is automatically an alien, but I still believe they exist. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comment section. Is there other videos that you guys have seen that has anything to do with aliens that you think are very interesting, that may convince people that they do exist, or some things to show us that they don't exist? Hit me up in the comments. Thank you guys so much for watching. Salute, peace, have a good day.